Have you ever imagined facing an enemy 5 times your size? The sheer thought of it sends shivers down the spine, doesn't it? Yet there are those who have faced such daunting challenges head-on, with unwavering resolve and unyielding courage. Imagine the courage, the sheer will to fight for your nation against insurmountable odds. Picture the determination in their eyes, the fire in their hearts, and the unbreakable bond of brotherhood that drives them forward even when the situation seems hopeless. This is the story of Rezang La, a battle etched in the annals of history as a testament to the indomitable spirit of 120 Indian soldiers. These brave souls stood their ground against a massive enemy force, knowing well that retreat was not an option. This is not just a tale of defeat and victory. It's a saga of extraordinary bravery, of men who stared death in the eye and chose honor over surrender. They fought with every ounce of strength they had, their actions echoing through the ages as a symbol of ultimate sacrifice and valor. It's a story that every Indian must know, a story that will stir your soul and ignite a flame of patriotism within you. The legacy of Rezang La is not just a chapter in a history book. It's a living, breathing testament to the power of courage, unity, and the undying spirit of a nation. Let this tale of heroism inspire you to face your own battles with the same unwavering resolve. Rezang La is a significant 16,000-foot-high feature situated in a narrow gap between higher mountains near the strategically important village of Chushul. It spans both Indian and Chinese territories, including the Spangur Lake Basin. The location of Rezang La makes it crucial for the defense of Chushul, as any invader reaching this point would have a direct path to Leh. This mountain pass lies on the line of actual control, dividing Indian-administered Ladakh and the Chinese-administered Spangur Lake Basin, which India also claims. Rezang La is positioned on the eastern watershed ridge of the Chushul Valley, an area that China claims as its boundary. It marks the head of the Rezang Longpa Valley, where a stream flows into the Spangur Lake. After November 17th, the soldiers of Charlie Company, deployed to patrolling positions in the field, started giving information about the arrival of the Chinese army and their equipment. They were moving towards India with artillery guns. In no time, hundreds of Chinese vehicles had arrived in the area carrying soldiers and equipment. However, China first attacked on 18th November 1962, which started a clash between India and China. Hand-in-hand combat was observed between the two countries. It is observed that in the firing, Major Shaitan Singh was injured and died on the spot. The very ground of Rezang La is hallowed, consecrated by the blood of heroes who laid down their lives defending their motherland. The year was 1962. The world watched with bated breath as tensions between India and China escalated. The serenity of the Himalayas was shattered by the deafening roar of artillery fire as the Chinese People's Liberation Army launched a massive offensive on Indian soil. The icy heights of Ladakh became a battleground where two armies clashed in a conflict that would forever alter the course of history. The 13th Kumaon Regiment of the Indian Army, tasked with defending the crucial Chushul sector, found themselves on the front lines of this conflict, facing an enemy far superior in numbers. The Indo-China War of 1962 is one such war that every Indian wants to eliminate from his mind and heart. India had to suffer heavy casualties and losses due to China's attack. But in all the narratives, there is such a heroic story that makes Indians proud, even after 60 years. The narrative is about Major Shaitan Singh. At a height of more than 18,000 feet, the 120-person company under the command of Major Shaitan Singh held against more than 1,000 Chinese forces until their ammunition ran out. It is said that even when their ammo ran out, the tenacious Indian soldiers used their bayonets to confront the Chinese, who were more numerous and well-equipped, in hand-to-hand combat. This is considered a unique occurrence in the history of modern warfare. In November 1961, Pandit Nehru decided to put the Indian economy under effective occupation until Nefa in Ladakh. This occupation was to be ensured through post or patrolling. This decision led to the forward policy, which was implemented. Also in December 1961, instructions related to this were also issued by the Indian Army headquarters. Before the Sino-Indian War, Chushul was connected to Leh and Taskala Pass via a road between Leh and the Indus. Rezangla is located about 11 kilometers south of the Spangur Gap. It has been considered a strategic location since its inception. Because of this, India started improving its position in the area around Chushul. The 114 Infantry Brigade assigned the 13 Kumaon Battalion to guard the areas south of the Spangur Gap, including Rezangla. Because of this, Charlie Company was sent to Rezangla under Major Shaitan Singh Bhatti. As a result, the army of Major Shaitan Singh has increased to 120 people. Section 5. A hail of bullets and unshaken resolve. As the first rays of dawn pierced the darkness on November 18, 1962, the Chinese launched a full-scale assault on Rezangla. The cold air was filled with tension as both sides prepared for the inevitable clash. Waves of enemy soldiers surged forward, met by a storm of fire from the Indian troops. The battlefield was a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and the shouts of determined soldiers. The air crackled with the sound of gunfire, and the ground trembled under the impact of exploding shells. Smoke and dust filled the air, obscuring vision and adding to the chaos. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the Indian soldiers fought with unparalleled ferocity, their spirits unbroken. Each soldier knew the importance of holding their ground. Their courage was fueled by their love for their nation, a deep-seated patriotism that gave them strength. They were fighting not just for survival, but for the honor of their homeland. They fought from trench to trench, their rifles blazing, engaging in close combat when necessary. The trenches became a brutal battleground, with every inch fiercely contested. Their resolve hardened with every fallen comrade. The loss of their brothers in arms only strengthened their determination to fight on, to hold the line at all costs. The Battle of Rezangla would be remembered for their unyielding spirit and sacrifice. Section 6. Major Shaitan Singh, a leader among men. Leading this valiant defense was Major Shaitan Singh, a man whose name has become synonymous with courage and leadership. With unwavering determination, he rallied his men, inspiring them to fight with extraordinary bravery. He moved from post to post, urging his troops to fight on, his voice booming over the din of battle. Even after being seriously wounded, he continued to command his company, his spirit unbroken till his last breath. He was posthumously awarded the Param Veer Chakra, India's highest military decoration, for his exceptional gallantry. Section 7. The Last Bullet. Tales of unwavering courage. Stories of individual acts of bravery abound from this epic battle. There was Rifleman Hukam Chand, who single-handedly manned a light machine gun, mowing down enemy soldiers until his last bullet. There was Sepoy Ramchanda, who, though wounded, charged at the enemy with his bayonet, taking down several before succumbing to his injuries. These were not just soldiers, they were embodiments of valor, their names forever etched in the golden pages of Indian military history. Their sacrifice serves as a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. Section 8. A legacy forged in blood and sacrifice. By the time the guns fell silent, the battlefield of Rezangla was littered with the bodies of both Indian and Chinese soldiers. The echoes of gunfire and the cries of the wounded had finally ceased, leaving behind a haunting silence that spoke volumes of the fierce combat that had taken place. Of the 120 Indian soldiers who defended Rezangla, 114 made the ultimate sacrifice, their bodies found frozen in the icy battlefield, still clutching their weapons. These brave souls stood their ground against overwhelming odds, their courage and determination etched into the very fabric of the land they fought to protect. The Chinese suffered heavy casualties as well, their advance effectively halted. The fierce resistance put up by the Indian soldiers not only thwarted the enemy's plans, but also showcased the unyielding spirit of those who fought for their homeland. The battlefield, now a silent witness to the carnage, bore testament to the ferocity of the clash. the Battle of Rezang stands as a testament to the valor and sacrifice of the Indian soldier. It is a chapter in history that continues to inspire generations, reminding us of the extraordinary bravery displayed in the face of insurmountable odds. The memorials erected in their honor serve as a poignant reminder of the price of freedom and the enduring legacy of those who gave their all. It is a stark reminder of the human cost of war and the indomitable spirit that shines brightest in the face of adversity. The story of Rezang is not just about loss and sacrifice. It is also about the unbreakable bond of brotherhood and the unwavering commitment to duty. As the sun sets over the battlefield, casting long shadows over the fallen, we remember and honor the heroes who stood tall, even in their final moments. Section 9. Remembering the Heroes, a Nation's Gratitude. Today, a memorial stands at Rezang, a solemn reminder of the sacrifice made by these brave hearts. Their names are etched in stone, their spirits forever guarding the icy heights they so valiantly defended. The nation remembers their sacrifice with gratitude, their story passed down through generations, inspiring awe and respect. Every year, on November 18th, we commemorate Rezang Day, paying tribute to the heroes who fought with unparalleled courage and determination. Section 10. Carry the torch. Sharing the story of Rezang. The story of Rezang is not just a chapter in a history book. It's a living testament to the spirit of human courage and selflessness. It's a story that needs to be told and retold, ensuring that the sacrifice of these brave hearts is never forgotten. Let us all carry the torch of remembrance, sharing the story of Rezang with future generations. Let us remember their sacrifice, not just with words, but with actions, by striving to build a stronger and more resilient India, an India worthy of their sacrifice. If you were inspired by this incredible story of bravery and sacrifice, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Crazy Color Facts for more captivating stories from history. We'll see you in the next video.